Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Grim Case Files. We pick up where we left off. Let's get to this. So, what the man is saying is that we're not too far from Argos. Yeah, about that, Antonio. To be honest, we're not really sure that this guy even really existed. This coming from a man who has seen Thor and Odin. Okay, so yeah, okay. So they may be real. Okay, so yeah, I did. I do. At times. These are ancient beings, right? Supposedly gods. Okay, they're also not from the planet Earth. You remember that. Who's to say Perseus was? Hmm? Okay, that's true. I mean, who's to say, like you said, Zeus is not an alien? Who's to say this, that, and the thing? I'm just telling you. It is gonna be very hard to find a body when we don't even know where the graves they're at. This is true. You think, though, a king would be buried in the palace or by the palace? This is true. Very true. So, what do you want to do? Huh? What do you want to tell me? Are you saying that we're gonna have to find the palace? Yes, exactly what I'm trying to say. So, where would the palace be? At the very top. Somewhere high, I'm sure. Okay, so we have no historical record where this. We have records where it would be at. We have no record of where the palace would be. We have all this, but no, it's all rubble or hills. It would be underneath the palace. So maybe the palace may no longer be there, but what? But the grave still would be. Okay, you're right. So you're right on that one. So you're right. We gotta find out what the palace would be. Exactly. I just hope Sarah and Sophie are having better luck than we are. So, this is where it would have been? Yes, this is where Safan would have been. It is a vast place. Yes, that's true. It is. So we have to find the palace. Exactly. That's exactly what we gotta do. Sarah, where would the palace be? Back in those days, it'd be in the either the center of town or on a hill. Do we have a map? We have a description. And we also have a map. I'm pretty sure there's a historical map. We just look it up. Using the phone? No. No, we'll go to the library. But yet we're sure this is where it would be. Yeah, I know. It's a conundrum. Hmm. Sarah? Yeah, Sophie? Why would it be here? Well, the historical records place it here. And over there, that hill is supposedly where the palace was. And beyond that was a grave. There are graves. Where there's graves, there's tombs, usually. Yes, this is true. Are we sure this is where he would be buried? This is where his wife is from, the woman he saved and married, the princess. And this is where we got the information. Said it would be. So we're gonna go and search to see if we can find anything that looks old enough to date back to that time. Sarah, this entire place looks like it's dated back in that time. I know, I know. Let's hope the boys are doing better than we are. Hey, dude, look over here. What? Look at this. Hmm. Are you playing in grass? No, I'm burying something. That's why I got gloves on. You always wear those gloves. 'Cause it's work. Work gloves. Get it? Never mind. You always carry around a gun. Mm. Okay. This is ancient Greek. It would seem so. Let's let's get a translator. Why not use Google? Can you spell that? No. Neither can I. That's when we hire translators. Am I fitting the bill this time? No, I am. It's in the budget. Excuse me. Yes. We would like a translator to translate some ancient Greek. I believe a man at the museum can. Thank you. What's his name? His name would be Ardician. Ardician? Yes. Ardician. Argogi. Argogi. Okay. Argogin. Okay, Argogan. Okay, this is the place. I wonder what the girls are doing. They're probably stuck in a wreck like we are. Oh, God. For the 17th time, just use your magic to translate it. Fine. Esul Ashersus. So we found where the original king of Argos, the king of Argos was buried. The king that Perseus killed. Not purposely. No, not purposely. But he killed him nonetheless. Well, that means Perseus was real. Yes. Or just a myth. The boys might have something different, though. Since this is the king that Perseus killed, let's call them. Let's let them know. This is where the king of Argos was buried. But why in the city that he was not born in? Why not in Argos? Maybe to cover something up? Maybe. I think that's Sophie, right? Yes. Sophie. Really? You did? Hmm. Okay. They found the grave of the king of Argos in a completely different city? Apparently, yes. So that means this grave that we just had translated is Perseus. Yes. So we go down there, we find the sword, we get out of here. Yes. So, what do you wanna? How you wanna dig this up? Shovels aren't gonna work. We're not gonna get an excavator. This is historical. Well, at least we have someone from the museum here. Oh, this? Yes. Um, we have found the grave of Perseus. What? Yeah. We're gonna need an excavator for the museum, and we want to make sure it's quiet. Keep it quiet. Keep it on the down low. Keep it on the down low. What do you mean by that? I mean, don't tell anybody. Don't get this until we know for sure whose it is. You know, it's the king of Argos. Show respect. This is true. We should. We should show him a lot of respect. Yes. Okay, well, I will call for the excavator and get this excavated as soon as possible. As long as we keep it quiet, no news will show up. Good idea. So, I'll call Sarah. Yeah? What's that? Hey, you're excavating it now? Okay. We'll be there. No, no, we're not risking that. It could, most definitely, but without it, I got it. Okay, sure. He wants us to have this excavated by the government, the museum here in town. Well, here in the city, near here. Why? Take heat off of them. They're also having one excavated, so they don't want the group to. They don't want the magical objects collection agency, so what I call it now, to find out that what we're looking for could be here or it could be there. They're gonna have to send somebody to both places if they hear about it. They're keeping it quiet. They're paying for it themselves, not the museum. They're just getting it the okay under the professor's name, the translator's name, to have it excavated. Meanwhile, we're going to use the money from the budget that we have to have this one excavated and make it public. Yeah, just hope this isn't Perseus. They were both king of Argos, but only one was killed here. This is true. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, until next time, let's see what unfolds. Good luck, good night, and of course, God bless.